Throughout history, a few economic moments have sent shockwaves across the globe. Some led to decades of hardship, others reshaped nations, and a few sparked revolutions. In this video, we'll dive into 5 of the most dramatic economic events that changed the course of world history. Before we dive into history's most shocking economic events, take a moment to support the channel. A quick like, a share, or subscribing helps us bring more high-quality content your way. Now, let's begin. It began with a crash. On October 1929, Black Tuesday, the U.S. stock market collapsed. Billions of dollars vanished in hours. Banks failed. Businesses shut down. Unemployment soared to 25%. What started in the U.S. quickly spread worldwide, causing a decade-long depression. Countries adopted protectionism, global trade plummeted, and extremist ideologies found fertile ground in economic despair, ultimately fueling the rise of fascism and setting the stage for World War II. In 1973, the Organization of Arab Petroleum Exporting Countries, OAPEC, imposed an oil embargo on nations that supported Israel during the Yom Kippur War. The result? Oil prices quadrupled. Gas stations ran dry. Inflation soared. Western economies, heavily dependent on oil, plunged into recession. This event exposed the fragility of global energy dependency and then reshaped geopolitical alliances and energy policies for decades. When the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, it wasn't just a political shock, it was a massive economic implosion. State-owned industries crumbled. Hyperinflation destroyed savings. Millions fell into poverty overnight. The sudden transition to capitalism was chaotic and corrupt. It took decades for former Soviet states to stabilize, and the consequences are still visible today, especially in Russia's centralized economic structure. In 2008, the collapse of Lehman Brothers sent the global financial system into freefall. Triggered by subprime mortgage defaults and toxic financial instruments, the crisis wiped out trillions in global wealth. Banks failed, housing markets collapsed, governments launched massive bailouts. It exposed systemic greed, lack of oversight, and the dangers of complex derivatives. The recovery took years, and the mistrust it created in institutions remains. When COVID-19 hit in 2020, it was more than a health crisis. It was an economic earthquake. Entire industries froze overnight. Global GDP shrank by over 3%. Central banks printed trillions in stimulus. Supply chains broke down. Millions lost jobs. And a new digital economy, remote work, crypto, e-commerce, accelerated overnight. The long-term economic impact is still unfolding. From stock crashes to pandemics, economic shocks have shaped the world we live in today. They reveal the vulnerabilities and resilience of human systems. And they remind us the economy is not just numbers and charts, it's people, decisions, and history in motion. What will the next economic turning point be? If you found this video insightful, help us reach more curious minds. Hit the like button, share it with others, and subscribe for more deep dives into the events that shaped our world. Your support fuels the next video.